This is Holly. This is my niece. She's visiting from New York. We were out for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, you can't hear, can you? Because I forget I have an earphone in here.
Yeah, she can't hear. I could be saying any old thing right now. She wouldn't know.
I thought I was going crazy for a second.
No, I'm sorry.
Like, thank you. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, she's hearing something right now?
See, now he's messing with us. Now he's miming.
He's like, what do you mean?
Do you want to sit? So Holly's on spring break from nursing school.
Oh, very good.
And so some of you have been watching long enough that you remember when Holly was like born. And now she's 20.
Well, not born. That would have been 2005. We were still audio back then.
Yeah, that's true. That was before my time. But you remember when Holly was very, very, very tiny. And now she's not very tiny.
No, now I'm not.
You're not allowed to do that. That's illegal.
The cats are totally weirded out by her presence. Yeah, no. The cats are totally flummoxed by the fact that there's a person in the house.
Yeah, they're kind of like not welcoming. They're like, well, no, they're welcoming. It's just they're kind of like, who is this?
We'll just give it time, and Symbol will give you the inaugural mauling wound on your leg.
He gave her a snap. She got a warning snap this morning.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they are getting along well.
Yeah, he kept checking on me when I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, he just kept going in and out, and I'm like, I'm alive.
They've been watching her sleep.
So far, one night.
And poor Dottie, because Dottie's afraid of anyone that's not me. So we were downstairs this morning, we had breakfast, we're just like talking, and all of a sudden Dottie's head pokes around from the basement, and the only thing in the basement is a litter box. So Dottie must have like gone downstairs to use the litter box, and then we got up and she got trapped. So poor Dottie like just like belly crawls through the living room.
Yeah, she's like, help.
Scoops back up the stairs.
We've been having. Did you see what happened to that little idiot outside, Claudius? This is the one that Sarah has been working with for ages. He's was super skittish, and he started to come around, and Sarah's like, she goes out every night and gives him a little churro squeezer thing to try to get him to stop being so damn skittish. And it was just for him at first, and then Calvin came over and tried to horn in out. She has to give them two because, you know, they're the assholes.
Obviously.
Well, someone,
and she'll have them between her fingers like Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, someone, and we're expecting it was Calvin that did this, he got a wound on his head, and it got infected, and it got an abscess. So we took him into the shelter because he's a trap and release, and they gave him a shot of antibiotics, and they looked it over, and they're like, it's fine. And I'm talking like it's about an inch across circle on his head, this big freaking, it's like this huge, I'm not trying to disgust you, but it's a nasty wound. It's on top of his head. They're like, oh no, it's fine. They're fine like that. They're fine. It's okay. He'll be fine. They just bounce back. It's like rubber. They're fine. And then we just like, okay. So we just kept an eye on it. And he's that kind of cat. He loves you. When he likes you, he loves you, and he's very enthusiastic about it. So he just comes in with the headbutt, which is not good when he's got a wound right here on top of his head.
Yeah.
And then it fell off. So Sarah comes home, and he's got this bright, gaping hole in the top of his head. And she's like, and I'm like, and she contacts one of the vets at the shelter, and they're like, no, that's normal. And that bright red, that's how it looks when it's healing. That's new skin. It'll take it a little bit. It might scab over again, but he's fine. I'm like, he looks like somebody yanked his skin off, and you're saying it's fine. That's fine. Right. Okay, that's they say it's if it wasn't fine, we would have done something. But they're like, no, it's fine. Cats do that. I'm like, how are these things alive?
Yeah.
So
they're resilient creatures.
He's recovering. You'd never know he had like this. Like Sarah's like, I was scared I could see his brain. That was for a second. You'd never know he's got this giant hole. It's not, it doesn't go all the way in. It's just his skin level, but he doesn't know. He doesn't care. He's just like, hi, I'm your friend. Do you have treats? Okay. Well, with all that out of the way, let's get to the horrible crap this week. Each week, Catherine, the Radio Dead Air audience, go out in the worldwide interwebs, find all sorts of horrible stuff, bring it back here for the segment we like to call What the Fuck is Wrong with You? And we have an update from last week. You may remember last week we covered a story where someone decided that the best way to steal some diamond earrings was to eat them. Well, we're checking in. Yeah, we're checking in with these $770,000 earrings, and there has been no activity yet. Yeah, they have not. Those have not returned yet. 2 weeks after a convicted thief allegedly swallowed valuable diamonds stolen from Tiffany & Company, the hospitalized suspect apparently has not yet passed the $770,000 worth of gems lodged in his stomach. 2 weeks.
It really is the plot of Birds of Prey.
you
they're
know
gonna have
how
to give her shitty burritos.
You know how they say if you swallow chewing gum, it stays in you forever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, apparently not chewing gum, but Tiffany diamonds apparently stay in you forever. So that's.
My God, I'm honestly surprised they haven't
I don't think hydrochloric acid in our stomach could break that down.
No, we were wondering that last week. Or the gold.
He's just gonna have, he's
just gonna have diamonds in for the rest of his life. Well,
the good news is his funeral expenses are definitely covered. So,
I'm surprised they didn't pump his stomach or open him up by now.
They might actually open his stomach.
Yeah.
They can't without his consent because cruel and unusual punishment. So if he opts to say you have to wait, you gotta wait because they can't just pump his stomach and shit. That's not how that works. They have to get his permission because yay.
I mean,
should be like
he just lives in that hospital now.
Yeah, that's just his home
with his $700,000 poop.
Moving right along.
Every time, and they bag it up just to see if diamonds are there.
Like Holly's in nursing school. Can you imagine if that was her job? You have to sift this guy's poop.
Go through school just to find diamonds because some thief will just steal Tiffany diamonds.
Nah, I quit. Thanks.
I was like, can I get a different position today? I really don't feel like going through shit for hours. I worked at a nursing home for 2 weeks and I had to clean elderly patients and it's not fun. It's and you have to shower them, you have to wash them. You have to make sure they go to the bathroom.
But you don't have to sieve their poop at least. Yeah.
It's just a little too much. That's just the line that no one wants to pass.
All right. Well, moving right along, we're heading over to Berlin for this one. And, this is us. This is what we are. This is us as a species. Basically what we all come down to, it all comes back around to this. School tries to cover huge 65-foot penis on roof that is visible from space.
Wow.
That's a thing?
An enormous penis has appeared on top of a school roof in Berlin. The 20-meter-long phallus drawing was seemingly painted on top of the Waldorf school in the Kreuzberg district in Berlin. The white appendage has now had the edges painted over in not-so-discreet attempt to conceal the crude artwork. The massive penis is so large, it was picked up by a satellite and is visible on Google Maps. Which is probably how they found out about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh my God, what is this?
This does feel like a natural progression from the crop circles. I do love the caption on the photo. The penis is 161 times larger than the average humans.
And what they mean is 162 times larger than the average humans. Anyway, because, fellas. No, from the very first day, we figured out how to stand erect and make fire and everything. All of us were sitting around. Hey, Bob? Yeah. Bob? Yeah. You know what's funny? What? Dicks. You're right. You're right. That's funny.
Ancient Rome is like covered in dick graffiti.
They draw dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's dick graffiti all over.
Yeah.
Like all the
they draw dicks everywhere. There's dicks all over.
Do you know how much money people must get paid to clean those?
Well, a lot of those are carved.
Yeah, and they can't they can't clean them because those are historic dicks. Those are those are natural.
Like tourists went to Rome and drew them, like the Romans.
Oh,
yeah,
like
some dude in a toga drew a dick on a wall.
Yeah,
they just they just wow.
There's dicks everywhere.
Yeah,
that's
like in Athens, all the Greek statues, all of them are anatomically great. But it's just like if you bring a 5-year-old kid from America to go through Athens, they're like, why is...
Well, yeah, as it is St. Patrick's Day, I think I mentioned last week the statue of Molly Malone in Dublin, who's wearing a corset. It's a bronze statue, and the only part that's still polished is right here, because all the tourists grope her.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Humans are gross.
That's so bad.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, hello.
Here it is.
Hi, Valkyrie. Do you want to come say hi?
Valkyrie is ready to trot into the office, and she's like, "Oh crap!"
She's like, "Why is she?"
There is the Molly Malone statue with the very polished one section, super polished. The rest of it, aged, oiled bronze, but that one spot, we suck. Anyway,
yes, yeah. That's why the aliens don't come.
Yeah, no,
that's right.
Like, we see Earth and we really don't want to fuck with it. We're good.
They roll up the windows when they fly by Earth.
You know that? They're like, don't even look at it.
No.
Shiny.
Moving on to Florida for this one. And
oh my God, the only thing that's polished is wow.
Yeah.
Everything else is eroded, and it's just one place is the good. Wow.
All right, moving on to Florida for this one.
Okay.
Florida.
Now this is not normally. I kind of appreciate what everybody tried to do here, but on the other hand, no, this is not how you handle this. What the fuck are you thinking? A police officer steps in when alligator blocks pizza delivery in Florida. Florida police officer ended up delivering a pizza to a resident's back door after the delivery driver arrived to find an 8-foot alligator in the driveway. Bradenton police.
Live in Florida?
I don't know.
Alligator?
That's a dinosaur.
I would move.
Bradenton Police Department shared body cam footage on social media showing the scene that unfolded when an officer was called about a large alligator in the neighborhood. The officer located the alligator underneath a resident's car in their driveway and was waiting for a Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission trapper when someone else arrived, a pizza delivery driver. So already there is a police officer in your yard because there's an alligator under your goddamn car. And you're sitting there and they're waiting for Fish and Wildlife, and you think to yourself, I got a coupon for Domino's.
Let's use it now.
I mean, when you're hungry.
I know you're hungry, but wait till the alligator's gone. Like, I went to Florida once, and I've gone to Florida multiple times because we used to have my house there, but there was like a banana bug that was like this big going across the wall, and I never ran so fast.
Yeah, I don't know why people live there.
It gets worse. A neighbor called the home's resident, who soon appeared in the front doorway, but the officer alerted her of the gator's presence and told her she could collect her food at the back door. How much was it? The woman asked once the officer arrives in back with the pizza. Quote, I have no idea. I'm not the pizza man, the officer said. The woman ended up taking her food and giving the officer some money to pass along to the driver. Okay, you didn't even prepay for this shit?
I know.
With the alligator out there?
Pizza with this.
I gotta say, that's a good driver, because I would have just been like, nope. Oh, it's not paid for? Guess I have lunch.
Yeah, guess
I would have just been, if I'm the cop, I would have been like, no, fucking go away. Take the pizza. Yeah. No, we're not doing, there's a fucking alligator. We're not doing pizza.
Giant fucking alligator right now.
What are you thinking?
You're just sitting there watching this play out, and you're like, man, I'm hungry.
Right now, pizza with a side of gator.
How much was it? You know they didn't tip for shit.
In a 55
because if they're paying cash, you know they didn't tip for shit.
It was in a senior community.
Yeah.
This isn't even like some 19, 20-year-old idiot. Sorry. No.
Well, you kind of got to think that once you hit 50, it's like, oh, there's an alligator in the yard. Yeah, fuck it. I ain't care.
Yeah, it's true. Boomers are like, whatever, I'm hungry.
They're like, it's not my first time I've seen a cat.
Fuck that gator.
We've got more.
If we see an alligator, they run. And I'm like, they're not that bad. Just go in a zigzag.
No, you should run.
No, just go in a zigzag. They can't reach you.
We've got more reptile-related nonsense, of course, which is also... No, this is actually Tennessee, which a little bit of a surprise. Never say that people don't come up with innovative ways for crimes, because, well, if for some reason in America you can't get your hand on a gun, there are other options. Like snakes. 4 people accused of robbing a convenience store while wielding pythons. And they don't mean like the 40-inch pythons. Police in Tennessee are looking for 4 people who are accused of robbing a convenience store while wielding pythons. Madison County Sheriff's Office posted surveillance videos of the alleged robbery on its Crime Stoppers social media channels. It said 2 men and 2 women went to the Citgo on 154 Highway on March 4th, holding 2 ball pythons. According to authorities, they took $400 worth of CBD oil and left in a small gray 4-door sedan with a drive-out tag and the trunk tied with bungee. The car is sad. Just look at that car tied with bungee cords. Okay. First of all,
we got married in a fever, hotter than a python's bite.
Really?
Jackson. It's Jackson.
I know it's Jackson, but really? You thought you had something, you didn't, but you thought you did. But yeah, let's see. Will this play? Can we play the video here? Yeah, here we go. They're like wielding a snake at him.
And the snake's all curled up. The snake wants no part of this.
The
snake's chilly.
Yeah.
It's March. The snake's chilly.
Yeah.
You got to think, though, those 4 ball pythons are probably worth way more than $400.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
One of my cousins used to raise snakes. One of my cousins used to raise snakes for competition, Wayne.
That's a Wayne thing.
Yeah. He raised yeah.
That's fucking weird. Yeah.
When my aunt used to watch me, he would take me out and let me pet the snakes in all the tanks in the garage. But
like a bowl cut too.
Yeah. But he had we have a picture of him with a giant 100-pound snake draped across his shoulders. They are not cheap.
No,
how do you even get one?
But I
Uncle
mean,
just came home with, hey, Wayne, you want a snake?
Maybe.
This is America. You didn't have $50 to go down to Walmart and get a shotgun. I think they'll give you they'll give you a discount code. You get a 24 pack of Coke and a shotgun. It's like a deal they have. It's
Yeah, it's like a combo.
But you had to use a snake.
Wants nothing to do with it. The snake is like, don't involve me in your crime.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. Just feed me a mouse when I go to sleep.
Yeah.
Please.
Back to Florida again, because of course we do. And yeah, this
Florida.
The idea of not learning from your mistakes. We all have that experience. You know, life is long, and sometimes you're like, well, it doesn't sink in the first time. But you'd think that maybe, you know, spread out across a couple of years, not a couple of weeks.
For everything.
Florida admitted that she had smoked some methamphetamine. Florida woman in Mustang convertible allegedly flees from deputy while out on bond for fleeing from law enforcement. Florida woman was recently arrested. the mugshot just tells the tale.
Yeah,
that's true. That is a
like
I don't know. Yeah, like a Harlequin thing.
Yeah,
Like a scar.
But she didn't go all the way.
Florida woman was recently arrested after committing two of the exact same crimes she was previously accused of and out on bond for. Kristen Ann Middlestat, 35, stands accused of 6 charges, including fleeing to elude, knowingly driving with suspended or revoked license, driving with a suspended or revoked license as a habitual offender, fleeing with reckless disregard for the safety of persons or property, possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, according to Polk County record. Polk County Sheriff's Office took stock of the repeat nature of the defendant's charges with a tongue-in-cheek press release. Middlestat told deputies that she fled because she knew that if she got caught, she would likely be going to jail for a long time. She may have thought that due to the fact she was already out on bond for fleeing to elude, knowingly driving. Deputies said Middlestat was swaying left of the middle of the roadway in a silver Ford Mustang convertible, which prompted him to briefly follow behind the car, attempting a traffic stop. Defendant allegedly exceeded the speed limit, but barely while giving chase. Fleeing car proceeded into
Sorry. Go ahead.
The fleeing car proceeded into oncoming traffic briefly before cutting into the Sunoco gas station parking lot. Again, law enforcement tried before. She kept going, is the thing. They had to pit maneuver her car to stop her. So she's going in and out of traffic, through the parking lot, over the river and through the woods. They have to like smack her car to get her to stop. Why?
I've driven on a suspended license. I didn't drive on a suspended license while on meth.
Wait, her license was also expired?
Yeah, it was revoked.
Now,
She was already out on bond.
I can kind of get the thinking here. And the thinking was, well, I'm already in trouble. But if I actually manage to get away, maybe I'm in less trouble. So she rolled the dice on this one. Probably she shouldn't play blackjack. Not good at assessing the odds on this.
Yeah. I mean, clearly, given the face tat, she's not got the best decision-making skills.
I can outrun the cops. How hard could it be?
You might be better
I feel
off
like
carrying a magic 8-ball for every decision you want to make.
It's just like, do I run from the cops? I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
Okay, let's keep going.
I feel like most of the show comes down to how hard could it be?
Yeah.
You know. Of course, then there's also some
that trending
more.
TikTok sound. How hard could it be? Boys do it. How hard could it be? Boys do it.
Well, we have we've got more Florida, because of course we have more Florida.
What would we
this
do without
one-
Florida?
Be happier as a people.
Yeah. We wouldn't have a show, though.
Good trade. Good fucking trade. All right. This is, man, a long time back, we used to do cam conventions, and I would bring some gear so we could set up, people could do karaoke after the game and stuff was over and everything. And was like, yeah, it's fun. It's cool. I had a lot of fun doing the karaoke. Karaoke can be fun sometimes. I have never been this obsessed about karaoke, however. Gunman arrested for karaoke rage. Bar patron 34 was angry the tunes machine was not working. Upset the karaoke machine at a Florida bar was not working. A man pointed a Glock pistol at another patron and fired off a round. According to police who arrested the suspect, nobody got hurt, which is a fucking miracle.
You got to finish that sentence, though.
Arrest suspect, a convicted felon barred from possessing a firearm. Police allege that Aaron Jablonski, I'm sorry, if you are a Jablonski watching this right now, I'm sorry, but the name is just, it's comedic. You got it's Jablonski. And boy, oh boy, that's a lot of hair there.
This is America.
It was at the Overtime Sports Bar around 34 years.
34 years old.
Okay, it was around the sports bar 2:30 a.m. Saturday when the karaoke unavailability resulted in him exiting the bar, upset about the music. Outside the Clearwater business, the 26-year-old man tried to get Jablonski to calm down. Denied karaoke. Jablonski was not in the calming down mood. Seeing it right, Jablonski allegedly pulled a handgun from his waistband, pointed at the victim, saying, quote, "I don't fucking care." Jablonski was seen by a witness brandishing a firearm and firing off a round. When officers arrived at the bar, Jablonski was still in possession of the Glock 9mm, which investigators say was legal since Jablonski was previously convicted of battery on a law enforcement officer.
Awesome.
First of all, if I've got a gun that I'm not supposed to have, just in case I may need to use it, I'm not cashing in that chip on fucking karaoke.
Like, I'm really sorry you can't sing Don't Stop Believin' off key at 2:30 in the morning.
And we have all been that. We have all been that junk. We've all been that drunk. We have all been 2:30 in the morning. I gotta sing off key. I'm going to go up there and do the fucking bit from Grease alone without someone else singing the other part. We have all been that drunk, right?
Have we?
But I'm not sitting there going, this is worth going to jail for a long time over.
No.
It's the principle of the thing. Someone. It's the fucking principle of the thing, Tara. The karaoke machine was not working. That is on them. They earned this. Okay. That's in the Constitution.
And
I'm pretty sure.
Break. Kids probably went home Saturday.
Yeah.
Go to that bar from college to start their spring break.
Yeah.
And this guy just rage quits on karaoke, just shoots someone.
Who even wants karaoke at 2:30 in the morning?
Especially drinking. Bar. I don't care how drunk you are. No one wants to
Tara,
Mariah Carey.
The tequila wants the karaoke. The tequila wants it really bad.
Oh,
I don't want to say tequila.
I don't want to hear people sing at 2:30 in the morning.
Come on, you come on. You're figuring out what you're doing. Come on. No, he said
cooperate for the show. Yeah.
He said no.
Cooperate for the show. Mine either ignore us or Simba jumps up and attacks the ring light.
He's like, hey, what are you?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got one more from Florida this week. And sometimes when I do YouTube stuff, I'm fighting with the algorithm. We're trying to get people's attention. We're trying to catch their eye with things to get them to watch their stuff. And sometimes the stars align. Because I could only say to this fellow, number one, you probably shouldn't do this. But on the other hand, to Mr. Arvin Solomenpur, Salamanpur. I think I'm saying that right. Arvin, thank you for doing this because the keywords on this are going to set me up for a week.
Oh God, what do you do?
We'll put it this way. Pink Pony Club. I just want to keep on burning down the Pink Pony Club. Tampa man set Pink Pony Strip Club on fire threw urine at police officer. That's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair.
That's a lot of hair.
Tampa man was accused of setting a strip club on fire and firing a gun inside the building early Wednesday morning. Arvin Salamanpur? Salamanpur. I think I'm saying that right. 29 walked into Pink Pony Showgirls and intentionally set it on fire. Tampa firefighter was hurt while battling the blaze, taken to a hospital with minor injuries. Witness told police he fired a gun multiple times inside the unoccupied building. So, wait. You've set the place on fire. Now you're shooting a gun inside. Why?
Took him into custody as he was dragging brush into the burning building.
Yes, he's a Boy Scout. You know, you got to build like the teepee with the twigs and stuff to get it going properly. You got to get your kindling or it's just going to go out.
Dude, you don't have to listen to Chapel Roan if you don't like her.
Just don't listen to
You
it.
can just change the radio station, scroll past it on TikTok.
While in the Tampa PD district office, he was accused of urinating in a water bottle and throwing the contents at an officer, which that's just going to make it all better.
That's
Good.
And that's
Good-
a biohazard.
good job.
So they're going to... That's considered assault because it's a biohazard. Yeah.
Arson was an injury, shooting at, within, or into a building, possession of a weapon during the commission of a felony, battery on a law enforcement officer, and felony criminal mischief. Why, of all the things going on here, why shoot the gun when everybody's already gone? Who are you?
Yeah, why are you shooting the gun at the fire?
It's like, what do you like? Well, he's like, well, I brought the gun. It's a shame not to use it. I mean,
anything else.
It'd be terrible to waste.
Exactly. I have to use them now. Let's shoot the fire.
Maybe he was thinking like in a movie, if you shoot any part of a car, it explodes.
Yeah.
Like if you shoot the bumper, the car explodes, and the fire wasn't big enough. So he was like, I know.
What if I
shoot it, it'll explode.
And have more fire?
I also love like he's like, okay, well, I'm going to scavenge around the building for brush and twigs to improve the flames.
Like, what happened here? I'm sorry the stripper didn't want to go out with you. She's just doing her job.
Mm-hmm. She just wanted to continue working.
Yeah.
Of all the just what the hell? There is more to this story. We do not know the rest of the story. It's just stupid is all we know. You tried to you are now
problem. I've been complaining about this for years. The people who write these stories just like copy and paste the press release and they don't call anybody and go, bro, why?
We need some investigative fucking journalism now.
Yeah.
To go out and track down the rest of the...
Walk me through your day. So you wake up...
In your
yeah.
Let's, one, make a fire, and then two, shoot at the fire because you're angry at the strip club.
Like you wake up, you get a McGriddle, you take a nap.
You got some McDonald's coffee.
You're like, you know what? I need to burn down a strip club today. Like, just walk me through the thought process, man. That's journalism.
Did you take the money before you burned the building?
Right? There's probably cash in there.
Exactly. Dude,
and you know that place, after the song came out, that place was probably doing bank.
Popping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just free advertisement.
Like Pink Pony Club, like.
Yeah.
And now, well, gone. You burned it down. Good job.
God, what have you done?
Literally, that should be like the newspaper quote.
Yeah.
God, what have you done?
You're a big
Take
dumb
my
jerk,
club,
and you
please
burned
burn
down the club.
He's probably gonna have to like build it back up, but the slogan should be "God, what have you done?" Now we're
New
back.
and improved.
Like we're back, bitches. A whole new pink building.
What in the fuck? So yeah, the first thing I guess. First thing we learned is that sometimes people are just going to burn down a strip club because we'll never know because the reporters they're doing the rest of their damn job.
At least it was empty. Thank God it was empty.
Who is that guy who used to do now you know the rest of the story? Who is the fuck was that guy? I forgot his fucking name, but that guy. I like that guy because he got literally the rest of the story. No,
No,
I don't know.
Paul Harvey. Thank you. Morgan. Okay.
Paul Harvey.
Who's Paul Harvey?
Yeah, I didn't say. I'm too young. I'm gonna get bullied with
This sounds like boy stuff. Is it a wrestling thing?
It is not a wrestling thing.
I'm thinking of Paul Bearer. Well, who's Paul Harvey?
I was thinking Paul Revere.
Oh, this shit is gold. This is gold. I don't even have to make comments on it. This shit is gold.
But really,
Anyway.
who's Paul Harvey? Are you gonna make me Google it? Or are you gonna make me do homework?
Oh wait, radio voice who would tell stories.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
He
god.
was on radio.
Oh, he was on NPR. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
I definitely was thinking Paul Bearer from WWE. So I
we've
was way
learned
off track.
that if you're already been arrested for fleeing from law enforcement, you figure, hey, second time's the charm.
Years.
Yeah. Just, double down.
Double down. That's you should probably stay out of Vegas. We've learned if you can't get a gun, just bring a snake, I guess. Inflation, I can understand in this economy,
Leave your pets out of your crimes, though.
Oh, that's him, Paul.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Paul Harvey. Thank you, comments.
The entire chat is all, do you know who the fuck Paul Harvey is?
Words you will never hear me say. Thank you, comments.
True. No, comments sometimes are very mean. Thank you, Discord.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Comments on
We've
any
learned.
other social media is just too mean.
Yeah.
Like you make a simple, innocent post on your Instagram, and oh my god, the amount of hate people have is just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like I love some models from New York Fashion Week is going on, so I'm like, oh my god, let's go look at people and look at fashion. And half the comments are like, who the fuck will make this dress? Or who the fuck will wear this? And I'm like, are you a model?
Yeah.
Are you getting paid millions of dollars to walk down a cat street? No. So shut the fuck up and go upon your day. It's just annoying. It's just or influencers that just typically want to make people happy and go through their daily lives is well, I wish I had that much money. And they do. Let them live. It's just,
Anyway.
He's giving me the wrap it up face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned that if you have a goddamn dinosaur in your driveway, it's not time to get a stuffed crust.
No.
Just leave it alone. We've learned we've learned that sure as God wears sandals, the humans are going to paint dicks on things. And also we've learned that if someone and of course 2:30 a.m. not getting to sing karaoke, that is not the time to cash in the illegal firearm card.
It's not the crisis situation you're imagining at that point.
Yeah.
It's going to feel a lot less serious tomorrow.
Good Lord.
You can go home and sing as loud as you want.
Every fucking week. But, dinosaur what? Pizza too? No, Sunshine. No.
Yeah. I mean, if you're ordering the pizza for the dinosaur, that's a different. That's just good manners. That's just being a good host.
I mean, you should have just. There was a cop right there. You didn't even have to order any ham on the pizza.
Oh,